Hi, good morning everyone. Thanks for joining us. So as he's introduced me, I'm the Onboarding Services Manager for WhatUsersDo, and my role is to help our customers maximize what they get from us. And we're talking about the 5 things that user testing can do for you that Google Analytics can't. So from you sitting here today, which of you have got Google Analytics on your website at the moment? Okay, so we all have. So what would happen if you had to see, so this is the Google Analytics. So it's a wonderful tool, don't get me wrong, because what it does is it tells you what's happening on your website. It shows you how many people have visited your site, have had the interest to click on your link, whether that is from your paid advertising, whether that is from natural search results. Where the user has been on your website, the user flow, as well as where did they lose interest in dealing with you, where did they bounce. Now, it can tell you a lot of what is happening on your website, but what Google Analytics cannot do is tell you why the users behave that way, and that is where user testing comes in. So what we do is we record screen and voice of users on your site, so we promote our users to speak aloud as they do these tests for us. We then produce a video. So you can watch that video and observe the user behavior to get a better understanding of what works well, so do more of it. But also, what doesn't work well, so you can fix those areas and improve your conversion rates. So how we do this is, in a nutshell, we put companies in touch with real users using their websites and apps in a natural, unmoderated environment. So our users do the tests at home or at the office. They get to use their own equipment, whether that be desktop, smartphone or tablet, and they get to use their own internet connection speed. At the moment, we can help with testing in 5 different countries around the world, and we allow you to segment our user base by age range, gender and socioeconomic. We also offer an advanced profiling feature where you can filter our existing user base for users that will more closely match your real website visitors. Like I said, we record screen and voice, and we then give it back to you as videos. You can watch that. And we don't just help our customers in terms of the actual user journey on the website as well. So what we do is we help our customers to benchmark themselves against competitors in the marketplace. We help them to improve their SEO and PPC campaigns. Also their marketing assets, email marketing, even TV ads. In fact, any touch point you have with your customers online, we can help you test. So the first thing I want to talk to you about this morning is how to help you stop guessing. So, I want you to think when you go onto the internet to go and look for a new product and service. So you'll use your favorite internet browser, you'll go to Google, AOL, whichever one it may be. You will then type in your search terms for what you're looking for, and your search engine will give you 10 results. You'll then look at those 10 results. Now some of those results will speak to you, it will entice you to click on those links. Some of them won't. Now you find one that perhaps looks like a good offer what you're looking for, so you click on that link. You've got a couple of seconds that you'll quickly browse that page, see if it matches expectation. If it doesn't, you can very easily click the back button and go to the next search result. If it looks like they actually have what you're looking for, you'll continue your journey. You may want to go to the product or services page. When you get there, they may not have enough information on that page for you to objectively make a decision to deal with it, and you'll leave. Or perhaps you decide they have got what you want, let's say it's an online journey, you go through the checkout process, and it's in a total mess, and you'll leave. Or the website may simply not seem trustworthy. Now, the question is, how does that company know about your experience? Google Analytics will show you as a visitor, will show you a statistic where you've been on that site, when you've lost interest, but that's it. So one of our customers is AO.com. So AO.com had a bit of a problem when we initially started working with them, in the fact that they had a lot of people bouncing off their product pages. Now initially, they had videos of washing machines and tumble dryers and the like flying in from outer space. Now if you're an alien, then you're on the right side, yeah? Okay, imagine a washing machine that works in outer space. But if you live on Earth, and you'll be using that machine here, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So by running user testing, AO.com got to understand why people bounced off that page. In turn, they've now created the display kitchen. So they have a real person showcasing that machine in a real-world situation. And in turn, that helped them to increase their conversion rate, their sales, by 9.5%. Okay. And also, they had a 33% reduction in customer support calls. Because customers could find the information that they wanted on the pages, there was no need to actually speak to the company. They got what they wanted, they could make the purchase. The next thing I want to talk about is drive change in your organization. So, let's say you've decided you're going to embark on improving your conversions on your website. And now the fun starts. Because you may have some ideas of what you can do to help drive those conversions. But you've got to consider your senior management and other colleagues as well. And everybody will want to have a bit of input into this new project. Right? Okay. Everybody will have something that they think you can do. And everybody, let's be honest, they'll all think that their ideas is the cat's whiskers. Okay, so let me tell you again about AO.com. I love that company. So, when they initially started off, the CEO and his wife made all the main design decisions. So no design changes were implemented unless she gave the okay. So when the new conversion manager started, he realized that AO.com could rock the white goods industry. But he faced an uphill battle. He needed to convince the business to change direction, to become more customer-centric, and not respond to internal hunches, which could be wrong. Okay. So doing user testing, it brought a massive change internally to the company. Senior management, who spent very little or no time with the users at all, for the first time got to see their site and their competitor's site through the eyes of their customers, where they struggle. So what they did is everyone, including the CEO, got to watch the user videos. Okay. So what they did is they challenged the existing development roadmap, which is very much focused around senior management hunches and not customer needs. By doing the user testing, they reprioritized their development roadmap to more focus around what the customer wants than what the company internal wants. One of the first things on that new reprioritized roadmap was, of course, the product page that I discussed with you earlier. And that helped them to achieve tangible financial improvements in a very, very short space of time. Then Matt, yes, I'm going to use your name in vain this morning. So Lovehoney is one of our clients, and Lovehoney has made a habit out of testing and optimization. So no one blinks unless they first tested the effect that it would have on the users. So when Lovehoney started with a massive big TV advertising campaign, one of the concerns that the team had was the conversion rates coming through from their mobile devices. Now, to make you understand that mobile was one of the most important channels for Lovehoney in terms of both traffic and revenue. Now, the Lovehoney team doesn't make any optimization plans unless they first UX test to look for areas to improve. In fact, even if Google Analytics show them certain things, or they have conversations with the customer services team, they will always first UX test. So in this instance, what they've done is they ran a competitor benchmark, a full user journey online, which included from search through to checkout, as well as multi-device. So what that allowed them to do was to observe the user behavior online, get a better understanding of where the users were struggling on their website, and why they were struggling with that. They then pitted some of these ideas against each other through A/B testing and multivariate testing. Okay. And this allowed them to get a real good insight on their users, to understand where they are struggling with those journeys. The conversion rate on their mobile site increased by 24.55%. even though their traffic increased by around 60% on mobile devices, and their sales increased by 115% as well. What the user testing allowed Matty team to do as well is to completely overhaul the entire checkout process. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is de-risk your next launch. So you all have websites, they all go out of date, so you need to look at updating them. Now, think about when you have been on a website and your experience has been really bad. Who of you here have been back to that same site to make a purchase from them? No one? Okay, not a lot of us do. I know I won't. But if I've been on a website and I've had a really, really good experience on that site, I will go back to it time and time again. If I'm looking for something new, I will first go to those sites to see if they've got what I have, before I will go and do a search. Okay, so the worst thing you can do when you do a redevelopment is wing your redevelopment program. Use internal resources to test it and hope for the best. Don't burn your customers. If you give them a really good experience, you will build brand loyalty and they will keep coming back to you time and time again. Now, Google Analytics is really good because it can give you the statistics on your own website. I hope that's not your statistics at the moment. Okay. But the one thing that it cannot do is it cannot help you to better understand when you go through the development process, which includes prototypes, wireframes, and the like. Okay. So when I normally work with my customers on a redevelopment project, we will start with a proof of concept. So my customers would have something as simple as a PDF or just a JPEG of what their proposed new site will look like. Testing at this stage will make you clearly understand how users would expect that site to work if it was a live site. What would they expect would happen if they click on certain buttons? If they wanted to do something, where would they expect to go? So you get an understanding of what they want before you start developing the site. The next stage we move into is then on the wireframe stage. So this could be either low or high fidelity. But what this allows you to do when you test at that point is to get an understanding of how the user expects that journey to flow once you've created it. And you also get to test the journey before you started with the big work, such as creating your creatives or even started with the coding. The next step we move over to is then our prototypes. Now this is where your site comes to life, and it allows you to capture most of the things that your potential visitors could struggle with before your site has spread its wings. So all I can recommend is continuously test and retest. And when your site eventually goes live, and you sigh a breath of relief, you can know that you've put your users at the heart of your development project. Okay. You've given the best chance you could to convert not just existing website visitors, but new ones as well, knowing that you've got a customer-centric design that meets their needs, not yours. To use an example, one of the clients that I work with is Lost My Name. Who of you have heard of Lost My Name? That's a few people. Cool. So really an awesome company. So what they do is they create children's books with a little story. So the characters would be based around the child's name, age, and character. And the little boy or girl would be lost, and they've then got to find their way back home. So one of the problems Lost My Name had when we initially started working with them is they had a lot of people that would bounce off during the storybook creation process. So we ran some user tests, and what we found out is they had one animal character per letter of the alphabet. One of the characters was a spider. Nobody cringing yet? So they discovered that there's a lot of adults as well as kids that don't like spiders. So the moment they create the book with the name and the spider came up, poof, they're gone. So what the testing allowed them to do was to actually create multiple animal characters per letter. So people had more of a choice when they create the book. So then Lost My Name came up and they said, we're going to do a new project. We're going to do the incredible intergalactic journey home. Who of you have heard of that one? No one? Oh, you have. Tim Peake actually read the book while he was up in the space station. Did you know that? Cool. So it's a little boy or girl that was lost in space, edge of space, but trying to find their way back home. So what Lost My Name thought was, while they're going to create this new project, they want to change the entire story creation process. But obviously, given how popular the book has become, any drop of conversions would have been catastrophic for this company. So what they did is they combined both qualitative and quantitative data while they reworked on the new story creation process. So they deployed user testing both in the wireframe and Marvel prototype stages of their development. One of the things I discovered was during the story creation process, there was an address form field. And what threw users with that step was, is it my address because I'm paying for it? Or is it the address of the child who I'm going to send this book to? Okay. By doing user testing, they were able to fix that error before the new site goes live. They've then been able to deploy that new story creation process across all their products without any loss in conversions or users. Okay. Sorry, I skipped that one. The next one, benchmark against your competitors. So, if only we were the only companies around today that provided our products and services, wouldn't that be an awesome world? But alas, it's no more. So customers today have a wealth of options available at their fingertips. And each one of us has got to do that something different to make us stand out from the crowd. It could be the products and services that we offer. It could be the customer service we deliver. It could be how quickly we can get that product to the customer. But each one of us have only got a small window of opportunity to convince that website visitor that we are the company they should be working with. Okay. So, your competitors will never tell you what makes them successful, but can you imagine if you could actually find out what they're doing that drive their sales? Okay. Google Analytics can give us a lot of information about our own websites. Tell us what's happening on our site, but unless we have some hackers here today, no, okay, it's not going to tell us anything about our competitor sites. But what we can do is we can use their online presence to our advantage. Any website that's available in the public domain, we can test. Okay. So what you do is you do a competitor benchmark, put yourself against your site against one of your main competitors. What a test like that will help you to do is to get a better understanding of what users really like, what they want to see. So if you don't have it, and it's not in your development plan, consider including it. But also, it will highlight what users really don't like, what they don't want to see. So if you have it, it's in your development plan, get rid of it. Don't make the same mistakes as your competitors. So it will help you to create a better version of what's available in the marketplace. Okay. You can also run a competitor benchmark on how they actually generate that traffic to their website. The SEO and PPC campaigns. Get a better understanding of what makes users rather click on their link than yours. Drive that traffic to your business. Make more money. The last thing I want to talk to you about this morning, as I'm sure you all would love to see this, is get promoted faster. I know Matt has got a big smile on his face. Okay. Sorry. So, I'm sure all of you sitting here today are not working at the companies you do because you've got nothing better to do with your time? No? Okay. You're working for your company because you're there to help them succeed, to help them drive conversions, to get more customers. By becoming more customer-centric and allowing the business to rather concentrate on customer first, it might not be clear and obvious, but customers would really appreciate that, and they will show their appreciation with more sales and brand loyalty. And when the time eventually comes, you can go into your boss's office and present them with the new improved conversion figures, you're bound to get a promotion. Awesome. So, just a big thank you to everyone for having the guts to sit and listen to me. I hope I haven't bored you to death yet. So So just to recap, so the 5 things that user testing can do that Google Analytics can't is it can help you stop guessing. It can help you to drive change within your organization. It can de-risk your next launch. It can help you with a competitive benchmark to understand what they're doing in the marketplace and become better and help you get promoted faster. Now, data is really good, but insight is much better. Thank you.